Hey, it's Jabbo. Welcome to BrickTsar, your home for vintage Lego. It's not going to be vintage today. I got something I picked up at, what is this store? It's called Walmart. I don't know if you've heard of it before. So I got my Chill Out shirt. This is another one of those Brick Builders Clubs t-shirts. And I just want to follow up on previous videos. I guess this one's kind of a follow-up too, because I'm going to be completing, hopefully, my Space minifigure series 26 collectible minifigures. And I just want to mention about the two previous videos. One, the Macari one. Right after I filmed and edited and uploaded that video, the person responded back to me. They left out my instruction manuals that were supposed to be in that lot. So they found my address and they said they're sending. So hopefully we'll have a follow-up video very soon with me getting the items that were left out. And unfortunately, I on Macari, I could only find options to send the item back or complete the listing. There were like 5 options, but none of them were like part of the listing was missing or there's a problem with the order. It was just like send it back, and I didn't want to do that because I didn't want to send my tipper truck back. But they responded very quickly, and I apologized, and I think it was just a mistake on their part. But hopefully, all of them, especially the puppet, will be here. And then also the video talking about should you criticize and talking about the gift with purchases. The comment that I was addressing in that video, apparently both he and I saw eye to eye on more things than either one of us thought. And so it just shows you that in the comment section, you can read things a certain way. And so I have got to be better at just thinking about things for a long time sometimes before I react or comment. So, but anyway, it's like, it basically feel the same way I do. And I feel the same way they do about things and want things to be fair for everybody. And it does ruin it if a few people get all of the free items and other people miss out. So yeah, Lego needs to make it just fair for everybody. So anyway, so yeah, follow up on that. So this is the collectible minifigures. So all the times in the past, I've either just bought them until I got them. Sometimes I tried to fill the bags, but I never enjoyed it, and I definitely never was good at it. So I didn't like filling the bags. And then they switched to the boxes, that took that out of the equation for everybody. But I had done good with the 6-packs. Well, I bought a bunch of these Series 26, and I don't have a complete set. I did not want to use Brick Search. I got Brick Search when I looked at my history. I actually had downloaded Brick Search at some point because it was when I went to download it again, it showed that I had at one point, but I don't remember the reason. But I just think at the time that I downloaded, I had no use for it because I have Bricklink. But Bricklink at this time does not have a scan feature where you can scan something and know what the item is or scan a barcode. And so I did that at the store. I went into Walmart and they had one of the square boxes that had probably, I would imagine, at least 24, if not 36. It was a big box of them, and some had already been taken. And so I stood there and went through. I scanned every single box, and there were 3 that were somebody had already opened them to look to see what was in them, but they had left them. And it's interesting that I think they were in layers, like, and I don't know if somebody had, gone through the whole box before me and then put everything back neatly. It didn't look that way because the bottom row is like you'd see 3 in a row sometimes of the same character. And it's interesting that I do think somebody else went in there and scanned them, or by coincidence, the good ones were on the top layer, because there were no Mtron figures in there, and there were no Pink Space Baby figures. All those had been taken. And I think there would have been at least 3, because I got 3 of one, and another one I only got 2. I could have got 3. There were 3 of them there, so I got 5. There should be 3 of one figure and 2 of another. So let's see if the Brick Search worked, which I'm pretty sure it did. Oh, and one more thing before I open it. It's very slow. And you got to cover up the barcode with your finger to scan the QR code, because mine kept wanting to scan the barcode and it would pull up just the series. But if you waited long enough, it would finally, you'd see the circle go, and then you just have to wait. It took, I don't know if it's because the internet inside that Walmart might have been slow for me. My cellular might have been bad, but it did take. I would actually scan it, and I see the finally see the circle start, and then I would just set the box down, grab the next one, just be waiting, and then it'd say, "Oh, okay." And if it, I had this whole stack because the ones I only came away with 5. I didn't want any of the other ones, so it was all yeah. Let's see it. So basically, I had to go like that to scan it, and then let the camera focus, and then it would pull it up. So let's see if I got exactly the ones that I thought I got. And one was the one I was not having. I didn't have it, and all right, yes. So this is correct. I got the Ice Planet Girl. I think this is one of my favorite in the series, mainly because I need to start a penguin army. if I was the army building type, I would probably do that. Build the penguin army. I'm not. Am I the army building type? I don't think so. Army building's where you buy a lot and get a lot of the same thing. Yeah, this is the one I wanted. I think this is one of the best figures in the series. Man, look at all those parts you get. So it's the spacewalk girl, I think. What is this? Oh yeah, it's a girl. I wish they made another. I mean, it'd be nice if you could put another. They had another headpiece like this. But yeah, let me build this one up. It's interesting. It's all one piece there. It's one of the bigger neck pieces, I guess. The space logo on the arms, or the arm. We got space logo there. Space logo on the back. Pretty amazing figure. We got this female. Uh-oh. I can't open her visor. Oh, I just killed her. There we go. Oh, you don't want to open the visor in space, I guess. There we go. Oh well, as I kill my spacewalker. Yeah, I really like this one. And you get 4 extra pieces. It's pretty cool. So let's see if these other ones should be those same 2 figures. Yeah, another spacewalker. You know what? I probably should leave these in the box. I may do like Joey Jones and just go get some extra boxes. Not a complete series, but just so I can have some sealed boxes. But I'm like, what's the point? You know what is in it. Yeah, Spacewalker there. And this should be, there's 2 space. So this should be the Ice Planet Girl. Let's see. Which I think these are 2 of my favorite figures. So I'm liking this series more. I do think it could have been better. Yes, the Ice Planet Girl. So the brick search worked. Didn't expect it not to work. So yeah, it's a good way of getting the figure that you want. So yeah, this definitely, everybody's been saying it's the way to do it. So if you enjoy the surprise, don't scan the code. If you want to get exactly what you want, scan the code and get exactly the same figure. And I think that's a win for everybody. So I did see less open packets than I have previously when I went into Walmart with the original box series. I mean, there were 3 that I saw at this store. So there's still going to be kids that are going to be opening these boxes, and they still are a little bit too easily opened. I don't know. I think that's more of a bad thing than a good thing, but I still not on board with the packaging. It does take up more volume, and again, it's easy to open, but I'm glad they got the scannable codes on there. I hope they don't do away with that. And there's one problem I see that this could be for the future, and I hope they never do this again, but we do another thing with the Mr. Gold where you got a chase figure or a figure that's either 1 per box or 1 per several boxes like Mr. Gold was. Like Mr. Gold, it was, I don't know how many boxes out of, like 1 out of 20 boxes or something. It was ridiculous because that is the most overproduced collectible minifigure series ever, and I think Lego sold a lot of them. It's still probably one of the least valuable series. I haven't checked to look, but Series 10 was way overproduced, and people were getting a lot of them, trying to get Mr. Gold. Uh, so if they were to do that now with the scannable QR codes, uh, people would just go through until they got the figure and they pull it out, and so it'd be both easier to get it and harder because you'd have to be the first one to find the box. Um, and and I know, like with previous series, like with the policemen, everybody knew exactly where in the box it was, even though the barcode wasn't scannable. Like most boxes, it was in the same place in the box, so people were just going in there and grabbing that figure. Um, and so the chase figure, the only way, the only way I see it would work is, say you got scannable boxes. As I lose pieces out of here, this is, and no, tell me if this is a bad idea or not. And I'm not sending a letter to Legos to suggest it to them. But in the past, there have been things where you send off to get something. I think the way to do the chase figure and make it fair, yet it also would increase the opportunity of people ripping these boxes open, though. Instead of just a few boxes being open, they'd probably all be open. But if you had the chase figure and it was on the piece of paperwork in here, like, so you, this, like, say this was the astronaut's in there, but on the code for the set, something that you scan, or either it's a certificate that's in there, it has that you won the figure. And they'd make it where the exact same thing is in every box, so that the weight doesn't vary from figure to figure. Like every spaceman would have the same figure or the same weight, and then then you have to redeem it to get the chase figures. That's the way I would recommend doing it. And if you wanted to make it where the people weren't ripping the boxes off, make it where it's not revealed until a certain point. That way, you wouldn't know. So, like, have a QR code in there. You got to scan it, and then the winner will be drawn at a certain date. Then that would be interesting. I don't know. There could be variations on that, but have a certificate where you got to send off for the figure, or enter to win a drawing for everyone. And I guess the problem with that, though, is then it would be like a contest almost, like, and then there would have to be, here in the U.S. anyway, there would have to be a way for people to enter without buying something. So maybe that's why that wouldn't work. But I like the idea, but I guess it'll never work then. Anyway, that's my thoughts. Let me know what you think. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. I'll be back tomorrow doing something else in a different shirt. Well, I might be doing a haul.